Hi everyone, I'm JaiyCee and welcome back to my channel. And if you are new, happy to have you. And if you like this plant content, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. And now today's garden topic is plant festivals part 2. If you missed part 1, there is a link in the description below, or you can click on the link up top to get caught up. Alright, so this time the plant festival took place in St. Pete, Florida, and it was the 33rd anniversary of the Green Thumb Festival. This was my first time attending, so I wasn't sure exactly what to expect, but I did know that it was going to be big, and it was. For more information, the organization does have a website, and that info is also in the description box below, so do check that out if you plan on attending next year. So I hope you enjoy. One of the things I really loved about this particular show was that it was held in a shady area. So walking around and plant browsing was much more enjoyable without the Florida heat beating down on you. It did start to get a little warmer about 2 o'clock, but it was still pretty nice weather overall. Just a tip, if you do plan on making a trip out there next year or to any plant festivals around the Bay Area, I would recommend bringing a garden wagon if you think you might be purchasing some plants, because carrying around your plants the whole time is not a whole lot of fun. Well guys, that was the show. However, there was plenty more to see. I just wasn't able to film it all as I got caught up looking at all the plants and plant shopping, of course. I'm also sporting one of their t-shirts. This is actually last year's style. The one that they had this year was a green and white one. I liked this blue color because I thought the white might actually get kind of dirty, but now come to think of it, I wish I had picked that one up as well. Now let me show you what I got. Just to mention a little something about this plant that I picked up. This is a philodendron, and they can be grouped casually into several types based on the way that they grow. For example, the climbing variety type and the non-climbers. This one I picked up is a climber. It is called Philodendron scandens, or more commonly called heartleaf philodendron. Its leaves are a rich green and heart-shaped. I just love how simple and green this variety is. Next is the Scandapsus pictus exotica. Exotica is the exact cultivar, while Scandapsus pictus is a species of the plant. Pictus meaning painted, referring to the variegation of the leaves. As you can see on the Exotica, the leaves are quite large and the variegation is much more profound when compared to the other smaller leaf variety, like this one right here. This is the second one in my collection, and the only thing that I can think of better than a Scindapsus pictus is 2 Scindapsus pictus exoticas. Interesting fact, commonly they are called satin pothos or philodendron silver, and botanically they are neither. I also picked up a Hoya Wyatt to be exact. This Hoya has narrow, thick leaves, which differ in shape when compared to the other Hoyas I have in my collection. I really like the dark colored margins around the leaves. When placed in full sun, this Hoya will have more red tones. Next is a Sansevieria. This one is more commonly called dwarf jade snake plant or bird's nest snake plant. There are many different Sansevieria types, but I like this one because it is compact and just plain green. The next one is a little bit unique. It is called Euphorbia tithys, also known as the Christmas candle or devil's backbone, just to name a couple of its common names. It is such a unique plant. This is the variegated variety. Look at her pink margins. The green and pink together is an awesome pop of color. Surprisingly enough, even with it being toxic, this plant has medicinal uses. Next is the Alocasia Morocco. The contrast of the green and white foliage perched on top of the rosy pink stem is just so pretty. Not to mention the dark burgundy red color on the underside is stunning. And of course, I picked up a Peperomia. Peperomia crucifolia rubra, to be exact. What really sold me on this type of Peperomia was the large, succulent, dark green foliage. It's now the largest leaf variety I have in my collection. So happy to have found her amongst all the other plants. And lastly, I found this beauty, Calathea rosopictodati. She is such a pretty Calathea with her magenta colored markings on her leaves against the dark green, almost black colored foliage. Makes it stand out so much. I have to say, this is my favorite find at the festival. Well, that's it for now, guys. You can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. Also, I would love to hear from you. So leave a comment down below to plant chat, or if you have any questions, you can ask them there. And thanks again for watching. See you next time. Bye!